Welcome back to another episode of The Blueprint, sponsored by Slowburn Brakes. I'm your host, Calvin Custance. On The Blueprint, we interview talented athletes and they share knowledge that they've collected over their time playing their sport. From balancing life and relationships to recruiting and training, there is always something you can learn. This week's guest is Aidan Chiles. He is a senior quarterback from Downey High School in California and is committed to Oregon State to play football. He is coming off a serious arm injury and is going to have a very good senior year. Welcome to the show, Aidan. Yeah, thanks for coming on, man.
Man, appreciate you for having me.
So today we got Aidan Chiles, quarterback from Downey High School in California, and then you're committed to Oregon State, and then you're in my class of 2023. So there's a quick introduction. So let's get to know you a little bit. So first off, what's your favorite food?
Chicken Alfredo, for sure.
Favorite class at school?
Probably history. Well, like U.S. history, not any other class. Probably just U.S. history.
Is there a reason why you like that, or it's just like stuck with you?
It was just an easier subject, easier class to pass. So yeah.
Yeah, I hear ya. Do you have a favorite movie?
Coach Carter. Yeah, Coach Carter.
Favorite song or musical artist?
I don't have a favorite song really, but Rod Wave is my favorite artist. So yeah.
Yeah, Rod Wave is one I've heard a lot. So, favorite video game if you play them?
Madden.
Madden's the best.
Yeah.
Do you play Madden out of season, or do you kind of play whatever sports in season?
I just play. Well, I play football and basketball. That's really it. So nothing too major. Just right back to back, easy.
All right. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Anywhere in the world? Probably like Costa Rica. Because it's private. Well, it's private. It's more private, and like I speak Spanish, so like I think I'll be okay over there. And it's pretty over there, so seems like a good spot to be at.
Yeah, I've heard it's beautiful there. And do you have a favorite animal?
A bear, grizzly bear.
Is there a reason for that?
Not really. I liked them growing up, and I like them now. So it's not really a big reason for it.
Do you have a favorite holiday?
Holiday? Nah, I don't have a favorite holiday actually.
And then finally, what are some of your hobbies outside of sports?
Probably writing and taking care of my dog. That's most of it. That's really it.
What breed of dog do you have?
A bloodhound mastiff. She's huge. She's like 110. It's bad.
Wow.
Man.
That's funny. Okay, so I already mentioned in the introduction that you play quarterback. Do you play both sides of the ball or just quarterback?
Just quarterback.
And then do you play any other sports besides football?
Yeah, basketball.
And then what position for that?
I play like the 3-4, small power. So yeah.
And then how long have you played both football and basketball?
I've played basketball longer than I played football. So I think I played basketball since I was about 4, and I've been playing like tackle football since I was about 8.
Wow. What got you into those sports?
Basketball, my dad played basketball. He wanted me to stay in shape. He's not gonna let me stay in the house, so I just played basketball for the fun of it. And then football, my whole family played football. I wanted to play football myself. I wanted to go to college to play football my whole life. So yeah, that's what my motivation.
And then have you always played quarterback? Like even in the youth? What'd you play?
Well, my first year I started off as a running back. And then as years progressed, I played receiver, started playing DB. I was basically all around the field for a little bit, for I think 2 years I was all around the field. And then I think 7th grade is when I started playing quarterback, like legit, like I started.
What got you to make the switch?
They needed somebody who could throw the ball, and they put me back there and just saw if I could do it.
And worked out. Do you watch professional, either professional or college football?
I watch more college football. It's more entertaining. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I hear you. Um, Besides Oregon State, of course, do you have a favorite college or a college that you watched growing up?
I watched a lot of Oklahoma growing up, so because my family's from Oklahoma, everybody's from there, so I watched a lot of Oklahoma growing up.
And are there any players that that like do you have a favorite player or do you have any players that you model your game after?
Well, yeah, like besides all the stuff he got going on, Deshaun Watson's my like I like watching. Yeah, I like watching him play football. So yeah, and Malik Willis too. I like watching both of those guys play.
What have you taken from their game that you've implemented into yours?
Well, I work on my speed a lot, so like I try to work on my feet. But overall, like just the accuracy and the arm strength they have, just getting the ball out on trying to get the ball out on time and working on putting it in the right spot, the right
Hmm.
speeds. Yeah.
How long have you been on varsity?
This will be my second year on varsity. So mhm.
And then, what's a moment from last season or a specific game that you enjoyed the most?
Game we played it was my fifth game. It was against Hart. And I think we won that game 25-14. I think that was one of my better games. Or Cathedral game. Actually, I'll say Cathedral game. I went 7 for 8 for like 100 like 150. So it wasn't bad. It was like I was out quick. Sorry, that's my dog right now. My
Oh,
bad.
you're good. You're good.
Yeah. That was probably my most fun game overall.
That's great. When would you say that playing football at the next level was like a dream you realized you had or a realistic option for you?
It became realistic like this year. I'm not gonna lie. Like when I started working with my trainer, Coach Sam Fisher at Thorough Win, that's when it came realistic. Like when I started getting offers, I was like, yeah, this is really happening. But I've always wanted to play college football just because I want to go to school for free. But overall, like I knew I was gonna do it this year. So mhm.
And then, what do you do for train? Like you mentioned, you have a coach that works you. Like, what do you do with your coach to help with quarterback?
Well, we work a lot of when I first got there, I was like more raw, you so to say. So I had a long stride, stepping real far, and it didn't look too clean. So we worked on shortening up my stride, cleaning up my throwing pattern, and also working a lot of out of pocket stuff, off. I can't talk about that.
You're good.
Off platform stuff. So you can just put ourselves in uncomfortable situations, try to get comfortable. You know.
Hmm. Is there any or how many days a week do you train?
Well, during the summer, I think it was 2 days a week, like throwing training. But overall, we were lifting every day, every weekday. So
And then what does a normal off season like? It's not the off season anymore, but what does a normal off season day look like for you with school and everything?
normal off season day this year, it was we were still in practice, so we had practice in the morning, and then we go do something. Then the next day, then actually we'd have a 2 day, so it'd be practice in the morning, go eat and chill, relax for a little bit, then go practice later in the night, and then yeah, go home, go to sleep, do it all over again the next day.
Nice. What do you do like when you're chilling? Like what's some things that you enjoy doing to kind of give you some rest from football?
I just listen to I just listen to music, nap, eat. Shit. Like it's not too much really. Probably go outside, just take my dog for a walk. Simple stuff.
Hmm. And then you mentioned that your recruiting journey started this year. So what was the first camp that you went to?
This year, I went to this camp, like college camp or just camp in general.
Or just camp in general.
The first camp I went to this year, I think it was the Under Armour camp, or maybe the Elite 11 camp. I went to one of them, but yeah, I went to the Under Armour camp, and that was a good camp. It was cool, not bad. I got MVP over there, so it wasn't that bad of a camp. I liked it.
Nice. And then are there any camps you'd recommend to players?
Uh, oh, National Preps. National Preps is a good camp. I went there last year. I liked what they did. Like you don't, if there's a lot of people there, you're gonna get a limited amount of reps, but still at the same time, it's good work. So National Preps is a good one.
What was the first offer you received from a college?
Houston Baptist. I got that offer. I think that was like right before my week 5 game last year. And yeah, it was that morning. I talked to Coach Shiley that day. So yeah, Houston Baptist.
And then, what were some of the factors that led you to committing to Oregon State?
Oh well, they were one of the bigger schools to offer me first. So that played a big role, first of all. And second of all, like when we went up there, everything wasn't about football. It was more about like just for like family and life, and they just talked to you. Like it was like we've known them for a long time. So and it felt like home. It was a great spot to be at. It's calm. It's a football town. It's a college town, and people are invested. All the team is invested in everything. The coaches are invested, and I just felt like it was a spot for me. So
What are you most excited for playing college football?
mm, just getting bigger and just getting better overall. Getting more knowledge, gaining more weight, just getting better overall. Bettering myself as a quarterback and a person.
What are some long-term goals that you have for college?
Long term goal, I do. I want to win. Everybody wants to win a championship, but I want to win a championship. Like it is. Like that's what it is. It is what it
Hmm.
is. No matter if it's Pac-12 championship or if it's like let's go all the way top. Let's go to the BCS bowl. Wait, it's not. Is it even called the BCS bowl anymore? Yeah, I think so. Should it's winning
National
that
championship or
national championship. I'm playing NCAA 14 too much. My bad.
Oh, you're good. Great game. I'm so happy they're bringing that back. They're bringing that back next year. It's coming back. So that's super fun. And then what are some goals that you have for this upcoming season for high school?
Be honest, I want to win games. Everybody wants to win games, but I want to win games, and I want to go. I want to get better as just a player in general. I just want to grow as a player. I want to gain more knowledge, like I said earlier. I want to gain more knowledge. I want to gain weight, of course, and then I want to just better my team as well. I want them to get some out of this as well. Like I want them to gain. I want them to get the same opportunities that I have. So let's do it.
Mm-hmm. Then is there any advice that you'd offer to recruits trying to get their name out there?
Stay consistent. Stay in school. Stay consistent because if you just take the days you take off, it hurts. It will hurt you, and it is. It's just it is what it is, and it's just stay consistent.
So you're going into your senior year. You mentioned that you had 1 year on varsity, so this is going to be a big season for you upcoming. But uh, see, what are you most excited about for this senior year? It doesn't have to be football, just in general.
Most excited about?
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready to start. I'm just most excited for the football season, and that's what it is. Because last year I didn't play a whole season, so this year I'm trying to get that full experience this year, and trying to go all the way.
What was the reason for you not playing the whole season? Like, what was up with that?
I I broke my throwing arm. Like I think that was literally week 6, like first quarter. It was bad.
Wow. How was that recovery? Like, how long was the timetable for that?
I'd say about well, I broke it in what like September 30th, October area. So I'd say I didn't come back until like January to play basketball. So yeah, I got the
Wow.
surgery and then I had to sit out. I just had to sit. I was supposed to with the surgery. I was hoping to play in the second round of the playoffs, but we had lost. So then I had to wait it out and then went straight to basketball. So yeah.
Wow. So, what have you found is the best way to balance like school and sports?
Uh, well, we at Downey we have study hall, so like we have the like facilities and they help us out, like teachers or tutors. We have all of that at the school. But what helps me is just well, you really have to stay focused. It is what it is. Like if you're not focused on both school and football, then if you're not focused on maintaining both, then it's not gonna work out for you.
Mm-hmm. So far in your career, not just last year, but just overall in your career, which of your seasons have you been most proud of?
Actually, this last season, it was my first year on varsity. Even though I didn't finish it out, it was I was proud of myself because first of all, my first year on varsity, we went 4-1. We had quarterback, and then what I do. I think I went 70 for 96 throwing, so I didn't do too bad, and I was just proud of the way I stepped up, played, and I'm young. First of all, I was playing as a 15-year-old junior,
Oh,
so
wow.
so I was just proud of myself overall. So it was a good
So
deal.
you're going to be 16 as a senior. Wow. So
So,
yeah, you're on the real young side.
so
What was your quote unquote welcome to varsity moment? Like,
welcome to Varsity Moment. I think I came out from halftime against CDM, Corona Del Mar last year, first game of the season, and I didn't even get hit for real. It was just I thought I could run away from him like I did like when I was in youth football type thing, but no, I tried to get out of the pocket, fumble right then and there, got cussed out, man, it was bad, but I got over it, got back to it, and it is what it is. I welcome to varsity, man.
who would you say is the best opponent, team or player that you've ever faced?
Probably Corona Del Mar last year. That was probably the best team I faced because, well, first of all, it was first year on varsity, and they gave us the most competition last year. So, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Corona Del Mar.
And then who would you say is the most talented teammate that you've ever played with?
So many. I got well, the one like I have a lot of receivers this year, and they're all good. But the one that I think is like special is Keon Andrews, plays receiver. I think he's number 4 this year in Downey. He's gonna have a breakout season. He's nice. That man is nice.
Awesome. And then who are some of the big role models in your life, or who are some of the coaches that have made the impact on both you and your game?
Well, my parents, of course, big role models. They helped me through all of this. They brought me through all of this whole process and everything. And then my my head coach at Downey, Coach Jack, man, he's helped me a lot too. He helped me with the recruiting process. He got me to where I'm at right now. And without him, I don't think I'd be in the spot that I'm in right now. So, yeah.
Is there anything specifically that helped you through the throwing arm injury? Like help through? Because I know when you go through an injury, you can have a lot of doubt or a lot like a loss of motivation. So like what helped you through that?
Not gonna lie, I really didn't like cope to so to speak. Like it was more of I just tried to get it over with, like just get my 3 months over with, wait for it to finish. Like I didn't really take action with anything. I wasn't doing anything. I was really down. It was a sad time. But I really just waited it out. I really didn't have anything to help me get through the process. I just waited it out, tried to get through it as fast as possible. And yeah.
And then what motivates you as a player?
My injury, I didn't get to finish the season. And past what's it called? Experiences I've had in the past. It just I hurt myself, didn't play varsity for 2 years. And yeah, this is my season. This is the one I want. So this is what I need.
What's some advice that you have for people going through the grind right now, trying to earn a starting role?
Stay consistent again, man. That if the coaches see you working and they know it's yours and they know that they can't get the spot to anybody else, then hey, good for you, man. Work, man. Work. Stay consistent.
This kind of relates to the injury, but have you ever felt like giving up, and like what prevented you from giving up if you have?
I I don't know about giving up, but more so to speak, like just take a year off. But it what prevented me was why. Like there was no reason why I should take the year off. Just because I got hurt one time, it doesn't mean it's gonna happen again. Like
Mm-hmm.
just so that was my reason. It was more so to speak, like just stick it out, play football. You like this, you love the game, so stick it out.
Mm-hmm. And then, what was the hardest thing you've had to overcome?
My injury, man, that was a long time for me. Like it was it was only about 2.5 months, but it felt like forever, man. I was in a cast for a few weeks, and I was in a brace for a week. I mean, for a long time, and I wasn't able to do anything for a long time, and it was bad. It was hard to overcome.
Mm-hmm. And then, that's all I got for you today. But is there anything that you'd like to add or tell our audience?
Oh man, I'm cool, man. I don't really have anything else to say. For real.
All right. Thanks for coming on, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate you.
I'd like to thank Aidan for coming on to today's show. He's a great quarterback and extremely talented athlete and is going to have a huge season this year. I'll have his socials linked in the bio. If you're new here, catch up on all the episodes that you've missed. As always, my name is Calvin Custance, and this is The Blueprint.